أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's tradition, we want to look at a statement from the Messenger of God, the Prophet Muhammad, may God's peace and blessings be upon him and his family, in which he reminds us that we should never be individuals who try to relegate ourselves to being at the level of God. Now, obviously, nobody would ever want to equate themselves to being God. So what are we talking about? How can we relegate ourselves to being at the level of God, of being at the level of our Creator? Well, let us first look at the tradition, and then we'll go into a short understanding of this particular statement, which has come to us from the noble Prophet Muhammad. May God's peace and blessings be upon him and his family. He states the following: Woe to those who foretell about Allah's actions from among my community, those who proclaim that X will go to paradise, but Y will go to the fire of hell. As we see in this very short tradition, the Prophet is showing us that we must never be individuals who try to relegate ourselves as being at the level of the Creator, at the level of God. And now obviously nobody would ever consider doing that. However, sometimes we may get into this rut, as the Prophet says, of trying to relegate people to the hell and to heaven. Sometimes we may see somebody and we think, wow, this individual is so pious, so religious. They've done all these beautiful actions. Look at their appearance. Look at the way they carry themselves. Look at how much service they give to humanity. This person definitely is going to the paradise. And sometimes we may see a group of people or a person who is not maybe a good believer, or at least outwardly we don't judge them to be good. Maybe they commit actions of sin, perhaps. Maybe we find that they're not fulfilling their obligations in the proper fashion that we feel that they should be doing them in. And we say, man, that person is going to hell. The Prophet shows us, who are we to relegate heaven and hell? Who are we to judge between who is a Jannati and who is a Jahannami? Who are we to tell a person that you are going for heaven, you are going to heaven, and you are going to hell? This is unfortunately a problem that we see many times, that we find people who are, maybe not as high up in the spiritual ladder as we feel that we are. They don't perform all the obligations that we do. They don't do all the good things that we are doing. And so we, having very limited knowledge of that individual, we relegate them to the fire of hell. We say, that person, they do this, and this action, they're definitely going to hell. How can they be doing that? I don't do any of those actions. But we don't know what that person is doing, that they know what is right and wrong. Maybe they are caught in a situation. Maybe they don't know. They've done research and they haven't found out the right rulings. We have to give people the benefit of the doubt. And if we think that they're wrong, we have to guide and teach and help them. And on the other hand, when we see people who are doing extremely good actions in public, don't relegate them to paradise, because we don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. Many times people are very nice to your face. They speak beautiful words. They give in charity. They're the first to be in the centers. They're the first to help good causes. But behind the scenes, we don't know how they deal with their family, with their spouse, with their children, maybe with their extended family. And so we can't let outward appearances affect our judgment of people. Let us not relegate people to the fire or to paradise. Let us let Allah deal with that. Let us look at ourselves and how we are and what we are doing, and let us try to find our path to paradise, rather than giving people who don't deserve paradise to be going into that level, and those people who are going to hell, that they're not deserving of that, but yet we condemn them to the fire of hell. So let us remember this statement of the Prophet Muhammad and ensure that we judge people not on the basis of anything except their humanity, and to judge ourselves based on our actions that we know that we have performed. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.